Queen Bee was one of YouTube's most vibrant creators, bright, bold, and famous for her fun, chaotic vlogs and infectious laugh. But her favorite thing to film and her favorite thing in all the world was Lazarus. Lazarus was a grown man who loved nothing more than pretending to be her dog. He'd pad around on all fours, wag an imaginary tail so hard his whole body wiggled, and bark at postmen and squirrels with total commitment. But he was terrible at being a well-behaved pup. He chewed her charging cables to bits, gnawed the corners of her sofa, and every time she walked into a room, he'd launch himself at her, scrambling up her legs like an overexcited golden retriever puppy, nearly knocking her over every single time. "Down, Lazarus, down!" she'd laugh, gently pushing him away, while he just rolled over and showed his tummy for scratches, completely unrepentant. One afternoon, after he'd chewed right through her brand new headphone wire, Queen Bee sighed, patted his fluffy hair, and said, "Right, that's it. We're going to behavior school." Lazarus yelped, then barked twice, then trotted happily to the door. He had no idea what was coming. At the lessons, Lazarus tried his usual tricks, tugging on the lead, jumping up at the trainer, and trying to chew the training mats. But Queen Bee was patient and brilliant. When he jumped, she turned away and waited until he had 4 paws on the floor before giving him a fuss. When he went to chew something he shouldn't, she offered him a soft toy instead and praised him like crazy when he took it. When he walked nicely beside her, she beamed and told him he was the best boy in the whole world. Slowly but surely, it clicked. He stopped chewing her things. He walked calmly by her side instead of tugging, and when she came home, he sat politely at her feet instead of launching himself up her legs, though he still gave a little happy wiggle that made her heart melt. By the end of the course, the trainer shook her head in amazement. "I've never seen such quick progress. You two make quite the team." Queen Bee looked down at Lazarus, who was sitting perfectly straight, tongue lolling out, looking incredibly proud of himself. A wild idea popped into her head. "You know," she said, grinning, "you're so good now, I reckon we could enter you in crafts." Lazarus's eyes went wide. He let out a sharp, excited bark, jumped up just one tiny bit, then quickly dropped back down, sat perfectly, and offered her his paw. Queen Bee laughed so hard she had to sit down on the floor with him. "Oh, Lazarus," she said, hugging him tight, "we'd be the most famous pair there, but whether we go or not, you're already my best boy." And though they never actually made it to the famous show ring, Lazarus stayed her perfect, polite pup, only occasionally sneaking a very small, very well-behaved chew on her shoelaces, just to keep things interesting.